Hello everybody, this is Sammy, Office Manager. This is our first training of the 2020 and we are going to talk about the web form, transaction desk, and also the other issues. Alright, so let's start. Today we are going to talk about the first one, FINTRAC update, FINTRAC training update, and the next one is a web form and the web form 2019. The next one is called the Instant Net or 3and the transaction desk. Last one we are going to talk about the Office update 2020. We are going to quickly to doing the FINTRAC update training. FINTRAC, the form is called the individual identification form, form number 630. That form is for any of the client we may represent a buyer or seller, so you need this form. The main purpose for this form is KYC, know your client. So on the top is quite simple, just fill the information, transaction, property address, and the salesperson name and the date. Next part is A. We're going to fill the client information, legal name, address, date of birth, and also their occupation. Remember, lots of people, they have a mistake. Occupation, for example, is general labor at McDonald's. Most of people just write down general labor. They forget the company name, office, the company name. So make sure there's a title, job title, and also the which company they are working. The A1 is for the ID record. So if we have most of the ID we use is called driver's license, Ontario, and we also can use the passport, PR card, and also the citizen card. And in Ontario, the health card is not considered as a photo ID, so make sure we are not accept health card as photo ID. In case the client cannot provide A1, the photo ID, so you need to go A2. If the client provide A1, the photo ID, so that's it. We finish. That's the only part we finish on the page 1. Unless they don't have a photo ID, we go to A2. It's called a credit file. But if they don't have a credit file, or they don't want to have a credit file, so we go to A3. It's called the dual ID. Dual ID is we need 2 pieces of the letter from the either government, either bank, either the utility company. For example, it's a CRA, or the bank's letter statement, and also maybe there's from the city or from town the tax bill, and hydro bill, or Enbridge gas bill. So you need 2 pieces of the letter. The next page is called the third party. The third party, usually we just finish on the bottom. The reason is if in case the client they don't have a job, like their housewife, their student, they're retired, so we need to fill the B2. It's called the third party record. So if they are student, we have to make sure who provide the fund for the student. So usually it's put their parents' name and the address, date of birth, what is job for their parents, and what is the relationship with the third party. So just be careful, because we have to fill the B2 if the occupation is unemployment. Okay, let's quickly go to the third page. It's client risk. Check what is the status of future client and put check mark there. And the last page is called the business relation. And D1 is for the purpose or intention the client purchased the property. Usually for the residential, is their personal or their residential property. We just check the residential property. If they are doing the investment, we need to check the second one. Is called the residential property for the income purpose. And of course, if you have a commercial, maybe you use another FINTRAC ID form. check with commercial. And D2 is most of people always missing the D2. D2 is for the in the past 5 years. You need to ask your client if they have ever did any business with our office or brokerage. If the client said no, you don't need to fill the information. If the client say yes, then you ask if their name, address, and principal business or occupation has been changed since last transaction. So keep in mind, usually we don't need that, but you have to ask. Alright, so that is the first form for the FINTRAC. Second form is called the receipt funds record. The form number is 635. That is only if we represent a buyer, and this form is not for the pre-construction. If you represent the buyer buying the pre-construction from the builder, we don't need this form. And it's quite simple. Just fill out all the information for the first page: transaction property address, salesperson name, date, amount, currency, and usually it's bank draft. The purpose is deposit, so there's no any question for the first page. But for the second page, lots of people they have problem with the second page. Second page be making sure D2 has completely correctly to fill the D2. We have lots of the agent has been asked for deals department said D2 is wrong. You have to refill the information. So make sure if you represent the buyer, when the buyer go to bank prepare the bank draft, you need to go or you need to ask the client which bank, which account they are going to purchase the bank draft from. Usually people they purchase the bank draft from their checking account. So we just ask them to provide a piece of the paper, just provide a personal check and put a void, and we can write down the account number from their personal check. We don't need a check number. We don't need a number from the bank draft because the bank draft is belong to the bank. Also, you have to ask who is the account holder for this account. Usually it's your buyer, maybe not, but anyway, you have to ask. For the part E is for the electronic fund transfer, EFT. Otherwise, just leave blank. Alright, so I think that's for FINTRAC. We'll quickly update. Second one is for our web form and the web form 2019. Because a lot of people, they confuse, since last year, the web form, they have a change. Lots of people are confused, how can I prepare the offer? What is the web form? What is the web form 2019? How can I go to a legacy version? How to migrate the document, your transaction? So we will quickly go through for the web form. It's a previous version. It's called a legacy version or web form 2019. But actually, we don't need it. Our office, we don't use a web form 2019 in the future. We use instant net or 3or transaction desk. When we talk about the instant net or 3or transaction desk, it's the same thing. Our office, we use this program. Okay, let's go web form and quickly take a look. So that is when you log into Toronto MLS, you will see the web form. That is in the past many years, we prepared the offer, we use the web form. But in the from this year, we will no longer to use the web form. But anyway, I will still click. You see the login is has been changed. They have a page. It's called the CRA web form sign in form. Sign in. You have to click sign in, and they will go to new 2019 web form 2019 new looks. So it looks like different. But anyway, so you can click here. It's called a legacy version. Just right there. Click legacy version, and click go to legacy. You will have a chance to go back to previous version. Remember, the previous version is supposed to be stopped last year, December 31st. But there's lots of the agent, they complained to the CREA, said, we are not ready yet. Finally, CREA, they decide go another quarter. Go for another quarter. That means at the end of the March 31st, you will no longer to see the legacy version. But in case you have any transaction, if you want to transfer to the new web form 2019, or you want to download it, you still have 3 months on the road. So let's check the one transaction. For example, the February 23rd training I want to transfer. I just click the February 23rd training, and you see on the left side it said send key to web form 2019. You just by one click you can finish the migration just by one click. And after you've migrated to the 2019, we will go to 2019 web form and see what it looks like. But keep in mind, this is read only. You cannot add it. Just like a PDF, you cannot add it. And you still can add it, but usually it's not convenient to add it. It's like just read only. So the next one, I will suggest you click download, because the download is give you the more option. You can download to your computer, and upload to transaction desk. There's 2 options. One is read only, one is editable form. So I will suggest you go download editable form, because editable, you can open the PDF, you can edit that form. And then choose the folder you want to download and save it. That's it. Alright, so the web form, we quickly finish the take a look for the web form. Next one, we go to InstantNet Authentication. First one, I will show you how to prepare the offer, because in the past many years we prepare the offer, we go to web form, but now it's totally different. We go to search property first, and then you find the listing you want to prepare the offer. Above of the listing picture, you see here, it's really small letter, but you see it's called InstantNet Authentication. Just by click here, they will give you the pop-up window. Pop-up window will automatically give you the transaction name, import the MLS number, but you have to click the arrow here and choose the right template. Our office, we prepare the most of the use the template here. Remember, click and choose the template. Because this is a freehold, we check the freehold and create. After you create, you can go step by step, fill the information, or you can quickly click the forms here. That's going to sort and list all the forms. This is office, we prepare all the forms for you, and you don't need to think about which form I should use. And also the form 100, we have a schedule A clauses already built in, so you don't need to think about any clause. It's automatically built in. So the only thing is you just click each of the form, fill the information, and once you fill all the information, you can select the form like this, 1, 2, 3. The reason I selected the 3 form is because this is the form we're going to send it to listing brokerage for the offer, and the rest of the form is called the agency form. I'm going to send the second electronic signature to the client, so that is will keep in your folder. If you select everything, so once they finish, you cannot split a document and send it to the listing brokerage. Choose 3 and click basket here, and they will give you the more options. The option is called first one, electronic signature authentication, and also you can print out, you can save as a PDF, you can email, you can fax, but we use the first one. They will lead you to the new page, and the new page, first step they already finished. You can change the signing name. Usually we use a property address. And the second step is called participant, who is going to come in to do the signature. You can add new participant, or you can click the transaction. They will show you who is a buyer, who is a seller, who is a corporate agent, who is a leasing agent. We only take care of our part. we don't want to take care of the listing agent or seller's part. Just choose call op agent and buyer. Go next. Next is step 3. It's automatically import the form we select. Now you may have a schedule B. Usually, you know, the listing agent said attach schedule B to the form. You can download the schedule B to the computer desktop and click add here, and then upload the file. Select the schedule B from your transaction your computer desktop, and then they will upload. And the last step is design and send the invitation. So I think you can try to play around. If you have any question, you can ask me. I will help you, but I don't want to take too long from there. So that is the first one, is how to prepare the offer. The second one is how to prepare the listing. I know there's lots of people said, you know, when I prepare the offer, I know, but the listing is you can click the authentic sign, Internet authentic sign from the page of the main home page. If you log in, it's above of the web form. When you click it, that form is going to be, this is the dashboard, and in the dashboard we click create transaction, and then you can write down the listing property address name, but I just use the listing seller training. And the second step is a template. You have to choose the right template for the listing. We have lots of the listing there, and the rest you can leave blank. You don't need to choose any information. Remember, leave blank and create. When you click a form, you'll see all the listing forms already built in. You can click and add it. The second form is called the MLS data form. I wanted to mention is when you fill all the information, you send it to your client to sign, or before you send it to your client to sign, you can click here, upload listing. They have one of the option is a very useful option. Before they never have. Upload the listing is going to automatically upload to Toronto MLS, and it's going to be here. Once you click upload, you go to add edit and click draft. You will find the listing will automatically go to Toronto MLS draft. You can click and continue to add the listing. You can add a photo, you can add a virtual tour, you can add the schedule attachment, and then if everything is okay, you can click finally click submit. Remember, this is free. You can always play around, but never click submit if this is not the real listing. If you never ask your client to sign the listing, never click submit. Alright, next one I want to show you is if you, in case you have any of the offer, we have 1, 2, 3 training suite. We prepare the offer, we send it to client, and the offer the client did the electronic signatures, and we send it to listing agent. The listing agent send back the offer. So once the listings email me the send back offer, counter offer. So I just want to keep everything in the same folder. I don't want to open another authentic sign, start signing, they give you another transaction, and I just want to keep everything in the same folder. So that's you can do is 2 ways you can do. One is click upload document, and just from the download the document, you can drag drop there, or you can click open document browser. You can upload the offer. They will show you in the docu box. Here is February 23rd training PDF, and this is the first step. Yeah, you can see once you open, you will see that. The second step is I think it's the most of the best step I wanted to use. You don't need to download the document from your transaction desk from your email. Just forward that email to your transaction 1, 2, 3 training suite, the transaction folder. because once you go to the dashboard, once you select the 1, 2, 3 training street, and you will find that there's a click that transaction. That's the page. Once you click, you see it on the top, they have an email button. You click email button, they will pop up the window for the email. This email is only specific for this transaction folder. You copy the email and forward the offer, the listing agent send back offer to this email. Once you forward, you click document in that transaction. Document, they will automatically upload to here. And then you can double click to add it. The edit, you can edit it from here or edit it from electronic signatures. So authentication, either way is okay. If you open the document, open markup, so you can cross out the price, you can write down the text, write down the number, and anyway, they have a lot of the function you can use. But I will, for my personal, I don't want to do the edit from here. I always wanted to do the edit in the authentication. The last step is design. Of course, you can save it and then you go to authentication. Yeah, so that is first we talk about how to prepare the offer. Second one, how to do the listing, and lastly, I will ask you click the button from the left, go the second from left from the bottom. It's called a setup. Setup, make sure go to the first one, preference. Make sure your email and the user information, make sure your email is already there. If your email is not already there, write down your email, update. Otherwise, you won't receive any authentication from your client. So that is the one of the things you should pay attention. The next one is the clause and the template. I know lots of people, you have your own clause. You want to create your clause, you can feel free to click here. You can feel free to click template, create your personal clause. Add, you can create as many as you want, the personal clause. And of course, the last one is your personal template. This is Office template shared, but you can create your personal template. It's only used for yourself. It won't share with anyone. Alright, so I think this is for the most of the very basic function for the authentication and the web form. One more thing is I will suggest you click support, because this is from last few months. I just go take some training, and whatever I learned, I try to show you guys. But I would suggest you click support, and support, they have a training, they have a training video, they have a webinar, they have an online support, they have a record videos. You will find lots of the resources you can learn from the support. Alright, last one. Finally, we go to last one. If you never paid ARIA career fees, please feel free to pay it. Otherwise, you will get the penalty, because lots of people you forget to pay after February. You will get a penalty of $100, and also you cannot log into Toronto MLS. So I just paid it today. Click e-commerce and log in your MLS login information, same as your Toronto MLS. Once you log in, click account, make a payment. Select the first one, 470 something, and then click at the top, payment, make a payment. Use your credit card to pay it. Alright, the last one I wanted to introduce you is our Office 2020 kickoff training, because the kickoff training is very important every year for our office. This year we invite the TRAP, the professional department. They will give the training. It's called basic practice, and this training, remember, this training is very, very good training. If you never take this training, I really strongly suggest you take training, because you will learn lots. And of course, 2020 the Toronto real estate market outlook is our office broker record. Tony will give you the some his the house market was going for this year. He will talk about that, but the important is the first one. The topic I will give you the contents. You will learn the trademark for the realtor MLS. Lots of people use trademark but use it wrong way. Remember, the only thing is not get a complaint. If you complain by some agent or some public, you will get a problem. Coming soon sign. Coming soon sign is lots of the agent, they have listing. They said, oh, I just wanted to the seller wanted to ask me put the for sale sign and put a coming soon. So that is not the maybe proper way. You have to learn how to do it, because the coming soon is wrong. You cannot use coming soon. And also how do we handle that situation? I don't want to disclose here, but I will suggest you come to take a training. And next one is handling the preemptive offer. If you're the listing agent, if we're the corporate agent, so there's a multiple offer, how we're going to handle the preemptive offer. The offer can't be for the offer presentation date, what you should to do. And the next one, well, all of those topics is very good topic, but those topic is training for manager, training for broker. But right now we invite the tribe to come to training for our agent. We hope our agent can learn something. Seminar will be held on January 21st, 2020, Tuesday, the week after next Tuesday. It's 10 to 1 p.m. And address is 50 Eastern Park and the Shangri-La Banquet Hall. 20% each, because the tribe, they will ask for the fee for every agent. So we have to take the fees for our agent. And yeah, that's all. I think we quickly finish this training, and I hope you can enjoy the training. Don't forget to play around, and don't forget to pay the ARIA fee, and don't forget to go to the week after next week or kickoff training. Alright, so I hope you can have a good day, and good luck for 2020. Bye bye. I will see you later.